Sotto. Kai is probably Asia's top basketball prospect right now. He has a great back to the basket game, has decent shooting, combined with a high basketball IQ that allows him to create plays for his teammates. He has a high chance to get drafted in the second round entering the 2021 NBA draft. Last May, he announced that he'll be teaming up with other prospects to join the G League's Pathway program. Kai was the first international prospect to ever get signed to the select team. In my opinion, he doesn't need to average double digits in order to get drafted. He just needs to show his all-around skill set and his potential while playing against grown men. Right now, he's projected to get drafted 44th overall to the Toronto Raptors. If he performs well, his draft stock will go up all the way to the 30th pick. On the other hand, if he performs poorly, it can go all the way down to the 50th pick. Here's a list of NBA teams in no particular order that would best fit Kai's game. The Toronto Raptors. With an aging Marc Gasol, the Raptors are not after a deadly scorer but a reliable big with the ability to attack mismatches and play in the pick and roll. The Raptors love to utilize the pick and roll to create mismatches against other teams' small ball lineups. Their coaching staff is also dedicated in players' improvement, which will greatly benefit Kai. They also love playing zone defense, which is great for Kai since he lacks the lateral quickness to stay in front of guards. But he still needs to improve his speed so he can close out on three-pointers. The Raptors will continue to be championship contenders, so he will not be getting lots of minutes early in his career and can even be sent to the G League. But he'll have the opportunity to play with a great vet in Marc Gasol, which can teach him a thing or two about playing in the league. The San Antonio Spurs. Historically, Spurs is probably the best team in terms of developing young players. They also love to draft international prospects, which is a plus. Greg Popovich, arguably the best coach in the NBA, started his offense running high-lows between bigs Tim Duncan and David Robinson in the 90s. Then he started surrounding them with shooters to fit the evolving NBA. Known for having patient offense and taking care of the ball, the Spurs can utilize Sotto's wits and basketball IQ, developing him to a more modern Tim Duncan who can create plays in the high post and score down low. They have an average center in Jakob Poeltl, which will give Kai a decent amount of playing time if ever he gets drafted by the Spurs. The Charlotte Hornets. After losing Kemba, the Hornets made moves and has put together a good young core. They are developing a good basketball culture there, led by head coach James Borrego. James' offense takes place more in the half-court setting, slowing the pace and creating openings. Right now, their three-point shooting is not so good, which will see Kai operating more on the high post or even on the perimeter to improve their spacing. But with emerging young players Devontae Graham, Terry Rozier, and PJ Washington who can shoot lights out from three, it will not take long for the defense to respect the Hornets' shooting and space out the floor. With a lack of talent in the center position, Kai will have a decent playing time and will see the floor more often. Lastly, the Detroit Pistons. With Detroit not being a playoff contender, it is expected for them to be in the lottery for 2021's draft. With the possibility of them taking top prospect Jalen Green, it will give Kai the opportunity to play with his G League teammate and fellow Filipino. With a lack of shooters and playmaking, they can utilize Kai's decent shooting and high basketball IQ. He can play alongside Christian Wood, a versatile and mobile big who excels in the pick and roll and is a great threat for lobs. With his great work ethic, Kai has the potential to be Asia's best player. His role in the NBA will be mostly around making plays in the high post and using his length to get the shots at the rim.
Don't forget to like and subscribe for more basketball content.